good morning, and welcome to another edition of Clincheck Theater Thursday. I am your host, Dr. David Gower. Today we're looking at an interesting case. Now, everybody knows that one of my no-goes is do not treat a reverse class 3 skeletal overjet. I don't recommend treating those at all. I don't think it's a good idea. It's a skeletal problem, not a tooth problem. Cool part here is that this case presents as a class 2, but golden rule of Invisalign and orthodontics always count the teeth. The patient is missing the upper laterals here. So really what we're talking about is 14 teeth on the bottom trying to fit within 12 teeth on the top. So even though it's a class 2, it presents like a reverse class 3 skeletal overjet. This just presentation with the front teeth coming out in front of those upper teeth is a bad idea. Now, here's what I want to talk about today. So first of all, this case should not be done. It is beyond the limits of Invisalign. Regular Invisalign, maybe if you just IPR on the lower and just tucked him in and created some space on the top. But what I want to focus on is all the ways that things don't work with Invisalign. So this was a treatment plan that a doctor was told to do based on their orthodontist friends and said for sure to work. And of course you see class 3 elastics in a 35-year-old adult. And watch the movements that we have here. This is called second molar distalization. All the teeth are coming back. And just please understand that this absolutely does not work. Okay, and it doesn't matter how many of these fancy little attachments you have in the lower vertebrae, you cannot pull teeth back predictably in an adult patient. So this obviously did not work and did not create an overjet, which got us to treatment plan number 10. So now we go 31 aligners later, and here's where we're at. And obviously, as you could see, this is where it was supposed to get to create some overjet, but after 31 weeks, the patient is pretty much in the same exact spot that they are here. Nothing was achieved because you can't distalize molars all the way back. Now, not to be undone, now the poor doctor was advised, hey, if that didn't work, why don't we just put on rubber bands and we will just jump the whole thing like that. Understand that maybe this works in a 12-year-old boy before he gets into his growth phase. You can kind of stunt the growth of the lower and stimulate growth of the upper jaw. But once you're an adult, things like this don't work. Where do you think this lower jaw is going? If this actually worked, the lower jaw would be in their eardrum. So obviously this is also a figment of imagination and a case that won't work. The key again was to recognize that this was a reverse class 3 skeletal like overjet case and probably can't be fixed with Invisalign other than IPR in the anterior, just try and pull for home. But trying to count on second molar distalization or silly bite jumps in adults are things that don't work. And hopefully this helps you prevent or colleagues from doing this with Invisalign. Have a great day.